step for them.
We saw Fnatic take down KC in the domestic of EMEA and our opening semis, and right now straight away action being found all in A main, and it's going to be Heretics with a free site to claim.
Evet.
Yeah, the corpses are down,
Harika
and
başladık.
that is just going to be a quick pistol round. And Sociable and Magnum
Var
will
mı?
be on the way with not
Peki.
much util or much to say with smokes and
Komp
plays.
olarak aynı komp oynuyorlar bu arada. Gene yoru jet yapmışlar. Hiç belli
See if
olmaz.
they can
Sana
pull
öyle
through some
söyleyeyim.
magic here. Sociable.
Sociable'ın mermileri görüyor musun? 7 tane. 6 tane.
Tabii tabii.
We'll have to trust that. Sociable
3
can
adam
get
6
this
tane.
shot in.
Boo's watching the
üç adam.
door. Sociable gonna peek and missing a
Dört.
couple shots, and also someone from main. Sociable knows it just seems
Oğlum iyi
so
ilerlemiş lan
unwinnable to
Magnum.
walk into a crossfire, but maybe could use the smoke to his
Magnum
advantage.
gördü
At
bu
least
arada.
isolate the person in
Görmedi
main.
mi?
Magnum has his own
Aa!
adventure. Deals with the one,
Tam
not
daha
the
vursa.
other. Now 1 versus 3. Sociable
Aynen
tried to
amına
isolate,
koyayım,
but could
görmedim.
not get past.
Doesn't want to take any risks.
This is a team that
Tek
scales.
şerif Lem'de.
Talk about MOBAs before we were getting into our game. Now this is a team where more rounds they take early, the better they get. And with the double duelists on attack, thinking they're going to have a strong half. And they did so, just laying down the bodies of BBL as they were trying to just walk down A main.
See
T'deki
how
Riyans
defensively
Türk
some
evet.
players are playing here as well, waiting for the potential walk down from BBL. It's not going to be happening. However, crossfire setup just past short. Who waiting to punish any particular peak? Will be Sociable crossing the sight lines.
4 olduk bu arada A'da. Eğer A'da bitirirlerse.
Benji's going to be lurking around, but BBL don't have someone in market, just the solo duelist.
İyiyiz şu an.
Holding B.
Pozisyonlarımız bayağı iyi.
And that means just an open lane for Benji to just
A
rapidly destroy the
geliyorlar.
defensive
Ve
side.
tek sıkıntı Benji.
And BBL are just not going to know
Yeah,
this. They've
this
left
is
some
huge.
gaps.
This is huge, and he
Çok
makes his way
gapimiz var
through
map'te, o yüzden onu
down
kullanıyorlar şu
towards the
anda.
glass side. He's going to see some members, but he's
Adam
in
arıyor
heaven
Benji,
instead.
hala
He may still
E
have a
buldu.
good opportunity. There we go.
Oh. Can now make the
Maybe.
call for his teammates. And now it's got
Okay,
the attention
okay,
of BBL
okay.
who have to
Okay.
scramble in the corner. They stack
Arka
together
vandalımız var.
and close the door,
Vandalımız var da.
metaphorically, physically. As Heretics really
Perfect
struggling
adam
through
vurdu.
this
Bir
despite
tane daha
having the
düşürsene.
better weaponry. Now Miniboo has to swap, tries to fire back
Enter.
quickly and reunites with Rians.
Yapsana be kral.
Hasn't had a fiery start yet. Now in the second
Yapmadığın
round, we'll
şeyler
have to
değil
pull
ha.
off a 1 versus 3 with the Sheriff, but this is pretty much over. Heretics.
On Levin. And a big push-up as well so far.
I was trying to remember which one of the boos had an ace, but the pop-off potential, the ceiling of Heretics has been crazy this tournament. Cannot underestimate them, and Benji's got full eyes to see, can he exploit this gap yet again? And Levin's already adjusted.
Kritik round. Gun round.
Tucked away is also going to be Miniboo over towards Wine, but Woot's got the shot into Levin. It's
Enter
going to leave
verdik.
mid exposed. What does Sociable want to do about this scenario? Has the capability to rendezvous back, so he might just peek for it and pray he
Eyvah.
doesn't get timing by Benji. Fishy, who's ready for it.
Oh!
Benji is
Oh.
not going to get
Nasıl
the shot, though.
Öldü.
Still the punish
Trade'e
comes through
alındı
from Woot.
ama.
Sociable taking a
Ya
bigger
niye
risk.
mesela Wood geldi ki mide amına koyayım
Does
ya.
get traded though, so Heretics
Niye yardıma
move on
geldi?
forward.
Helal lan
Paranoid from the
Magnum.
defense,
Bir tane daha
tries to
oldu.
limit and delay the recon at the back. And it's the Thorns that
Abi.
delay, but does not stop Heretics
Hadi
from
kes.
making their way and setting up camp.
Oh!
And Propic's down.
Hadi kes.
Do what he can. It's all up to him with the cape on his back and leaves Rians in shambles to try and recover the spike. Now coming out of
Nice
the
oğlum,
smoke,
Profek.
BBL
Nice,
put
nice.
up
Vurması da
full
çok önemliydi
beat.
Benji'yi.
Differential drift straight away.
Round'da.
Straight away, because BBL have looked really thin on the left side of the map, and I've tried to adjust now at the very back of the site. Bobby Miniboo
Ne yaptı lan o?
himself, but Magnum backs up
Ay.
his teammate, and Woot carves his way through, updrafts in. The Vice Wall can't stop him, and Heretics put down the defenses of BBL.
Yeah, when Miniboo isn't going to make it happen, Woot with the follow-up is good for it. Saw it in the previous round, and now he'll deliver once more. Perfect. So good at the defense on A, but is he going to have to take down 3? He at
Tarih
least has
yazsana
4
ya.
neutral. Paranoid going to be important here.
Nesiller boyu
We were
seni
dealing with
konuşalım.
staircase, he goes down by taking out this trip.
They both tripped as well. That's the problem. Minimum, he'll be able to get exits. No matter what happens here, this is going to land in kills. Unless he decides to leave.
Tıkla.
Fair enough. Does get spotted. Don't think Heretics will chase that one. So, yeah, Profik
Wood bize karşı ayakta oynuyor
He
ya.
wanted to play
Klasik.
for some damage. Heretics would have happily have, well, maybe not happily have ran to, but they would have had to have.
And Wood himself has had
On to Profit that was saved over from the previous round. We'll wait to see if the pop-up from Levin happens again, a play to watch out for. So far, a little bit quiet so far on Ascent. Benny Boot ready to punish, though, the lack of armor.
Heretics
Alo. Dondu.
just making so much noise.
Tamam,
The
geldi.
come at me bro strat and the your clone flash. Good dash to get out
Allah
of harm's
Allah.
way. But now trapped and
Allah
still
Allah.
Orient's at long range will give Wu an edge. BBL underestimating the challenge that
Tek
was
koyduk
ahead of
gerçi
them.
ama.
It's not over yet. Benny Boot senses danger around the side in Catwalk. Sociable
oluyor
up
lan?
first. Backed up by Yompi.
Sesler ne oğlum?
But just the pistols. Magnum at least recovers a rifle here.
Birini
to play
öldürüyorlar
through.
amına koyayım.
Is this going to get a little bit antsy? Yeah,
Oğlum biri
Yompi checks with
inliyor
his
lan.
body and now might just die for it.
Kavga mı çıktı? Ne oldu başka bir yerde?
Sociable though, he's still tucked in. He's got the timing. He needs to hit the shots. He's just
Abi.
not connecting. He had 3 heads in front of him and 0 taken off.
Too many targets in his way. Now Heretics will be evacuating everyone from the B site and continue the streak as Magnum would hope to force some repurchases and does
Okay.
so onto Woot. But
Into position for success.
Map bizim mapimiz Ascent.
In mid once again, Sociable. He's whiffed a couple of shots already. Needs to start to find his confidence again.
Sentinel, Util, and mostly a solo hold from Profik, and he's already unleashed that paranoia and just hide away. He doesn't like to sit in heaven, but more around hell, and he's just been amazing at playing around the boxes and taking down everybody with them.
Woot entry aldı
But as I
gene.
hype that up, Woot gets lucky, opens up the site.
So this transfer happens. Wait
Çok
for the
iyi
lane
Yampi,
flank
bravo
coming
oğlum.
in, but
İyi
Yompi
flash.
still here.
Çok iyi Soshi, bravo oğlum.
And this round is
Çok iyi
officially
play.
cooked for Heretics with the spike down and wait a minute unless Boo catches
Satmayın.
Sociable
3
off
ve 2.
guard.
50 saniye.
And now you got Woot with eyes as well. This is doable to at least get the spike, at least with the smoke that Boo just placed.
Okay, now
Bu
it's 2 versus 2. Now things get
smoke'tan
really
vurdu.
tricky. Steel Garden was good a little bit earlier on. It's time for Levin to shine. He's got players coming in towards
Abi,
him. He's in
timinglere bak.
position to get this done. Flash is available.
Flash.
And is he gonna do this?
Sees the rifle. 1
Aferin
and 2.
oğlum.
Aferin benim. Aferin oğlum.
Back.
Last round as well. Hiding in mid for quite some time, waiting for his moment to shine, and we'll finally find it.
That was only possible because of Boo. What an amazing job he's done, and the reads through the smoke
Abi.
and Sociable made some contact. Boo, the plot armor remains, and the Hunter's
Abi, ne
Fury
yapıyorsun
hoses
Soshi?
down Heretics.
Yandan Sova ultiden kaçmaya
With the steel
çalışıyordu galiba da.
From
Çok zıpladı
Magnum
ya.
kind of keeps Heretics.
That was from the previous.
Oh, okay. I thought
Round.
I heard something. Heretics, though, they'll just chill out.
Evet ultiden kaçmaya
Well,
çalışıyordu.
Hunter's Fury has been played in.
3 mid.
So slow things down
Üç
here.
mid agroluyoruz.
Sociable shut down a little bit earlier on. I wonder if that cam
Kameradan
sees
gördü mü?
anything useful. Because there's a couple of players tucked away now under cover of the smoke.
Çok iyi Magnum. Bir tane daha.
Out. Beautiful kill. Woot though. Does he know there's a secondary player? That's the question right now.
Çok iyi oğlum Yampi.
Collects his head. And he wants many boot as well. Won't get it. 2 to 3 now.
Good trades, and Profik will be on his way.
Tamam.
And
Güzel. Profek
doesn't
orada.
stick it. Didn't. Oh, they well read the fake.
30 seconds
25
left.
saniye.
Boom teleported to the other side, so now it's just
Look
a
at the
game of
crunch.
cat and mouse.
Many boos on a big flank. Coming through short of
Abi,
Rians.
çok iyi
Profik has a
geldiler
lot
ya.
to do here.
Yani
First
sıvı.
up is going to be Rians.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
just couldn't steady that final shot against
HP.
Rians, who's at
Hiçbir
5
amına
HP.
koyayım ya.
And this will be a plant in the last 12 seconds, and Levin, the flank, would have been great if more time could have been bought.
How much does he want this? He's got 1 flash, 1 kill to get in Dimensional Drift as well. He's going to burn that, check. Would be a legendary 1v3 if he can get it, but I think... Oh, he wants it. Here we go.
Yeah, knowing
Young blood,
Rians is
young gun.
injured and 48 HP, Boo will be below him now, and hearing those steps, he could just spam through, but they can just hide away and play for time. It's Levin that's going to have to drop right in front of this Omen, and there it is.
Peki mikrofonu delay'li verecekler.
See what happens as round
Delay
ends.
ekleyecekler ona.
There's the shot that he
2
needs.
saniye falan.
Just the one and done. The
Magnum
early
bu arada
peek,
entry
BBL
almış. Mini bu.
had some surprises, like when the way they walked down just off the pistol. That was
de
punished by
pushuyoruz.
Heretics, and now really conditioning Heretics to pay attention and skipping across.
Vay amına
Gucci
koyayım ya.
lays them all down, and a neural theft. that'll seal the deal for Heretics.
Yeah, they wanted to get aggressive here. Tactical pause, talk about where they want to play on the map. Magnum opens up. And now Magnum is not going to win a 1v4 with
Oyun
only a
sesi şu an
pistol.
iyi, fena değil.
But for Team
Güzel.
Heretics wanted to take no risks here. Once more, just punish the aggression. BBL walk through straight into the firing line. Benji Fishy will get it done. And a number 6 round now for Team Heretics.
Koyduk
At least you got the
arkadaşlar
neural
ya.
theft out of the way from Benji, so dimensional drift will be important, as you said, next, and getting an outlaw for your troubles.
Here's that minimum play for exits here. You're not saving an outlaw, so time to just look for any kills you can. Damage a bit of the economy coming on through. Woot surely has an angle. Yeah, he's got it. Magnum did.
BL will now have a 2-2-1 sort of setup.
Waiting to see if there's a peak coming on through. BBL, of course, have been very willing to make these early peaks happen. Just going to float through on towards site. Only Prophet home. And he's going to be falling off, and this is going to call for some big rotations. No one walking to the operator today.
Just getting that util out of the way early is always nice.
Tamam. Girmedi bu arada. Heretics.
You can hear those shots coming from the way back of the site.
Here we go. If we walk into mid, things get interesting. Unfortunately, Sociable's looking the wrong direction. He needs to be checking over towards Catwalk right now, and these Team Heretics players will be able to get some free movement unless the drone. That drone causes problems.
Okay.
Sociable teleporting out and now needs to respect that space, but
50
gives market
saniye.
over to Heretics. Yampi's going to watch over.
What a read by Heretics. Drone over the wall and Woot
Yampi
instantly
güzel yerde.
activates him.
Yampi güzel yerde.
Yeah, Sociable.
Aa,
Don't want any of that
kör olacak.
business. Yampi will be blinded.
Paranoia hits Yampi. He needs to escape off to the corner. His vision is clear, but his body not so much. And Heretics wrap around through heaven.
30 saniye.
BBL, Magnum surprises. The
Yapma.
spike is recovered, and Heretics
Helal
will
lan.
escape and try to stabilize within the site and taking care of
2v3.
Prophet in hell. Will help things out a lot, but the door has been crushed, and now you have the op in heaven, but with the smoke in place.
Abi
And
atmamış
Sociable has to
TP.
readjust, and Magnum can't
got
survive
one.
any longer. But wait, the job gets easier.
He needs another gun. That's the problem. He needs to be able to find a rifle unless he can clear these angles. Woot still has knives available. Head has been spotted, but it's just so hard to get a shot on this player, especially now the Cloudburst has come on through. There's still the Cypher of Benji to watch out for as well. Is there just going to be enough time to do this? He's running out of shots in the head. Hunter as well, which means he's thinking of leaving, and that's probably the right call. Just it's too hard to retake with an op and nothing else to use.
God, look at the economy of BBL. You're going to need that op. And you're going to need some rounds pulled together. This is a 3-round win streak for Heretics. And we expected this double duelist to hit hard, but there's been a lot of mid presence from Heretics, and BBL are desperate to try and shut that down, but just getting smoked off doesn't help things. Heretics have been so good at isolating BBL, making the duels advantageous and baited by the recon. Boo with first blood.
Yeah, Boo's positioning there. Catches Levin out, and a great shot for Sociable will even the numbers slightly again, though. There still isn't enough guns on board.
Dimensional drip will activate the shear, and Wu could just...
Magnum.
Didn't see if he had the updraft.
Yampi.
Helal lan.
Decloaks right in front of
3
the
2.
sheriffs,
Silah
underestimated.
aldık.
BBL. Now with just the op and a bunch of shares, BBL have upgraded and a thrifty potential.
It was Magnum. Magnum's got some disgustingly good shots in there. Woot now has to consider the angles. Knows where Sociable is.
Perfect.
Searching for Profek. Finds him. Doesn't quite get the connection.
Oh, the fake TP, and Woot still adjusts.
Oynar abi.
And he's on his way anywhere but B after hearing that op.
30 seconds
Still
left.
winnable. 2 versus 2. Time is of the essence here. You got a long rotation from Boo as well. Door is shut behind Woot, which means Boo now has to come through from mate. He will arrive in time, but he needs to be careful about peeking this one because Operator is still there.
We give information to Woot at the very least and see if he can react quickly. He has no mobility, but he has the back end. There's a chamber above, and Woot gets the last laugh.
Abi çok iyi oynuyor şu an Wout ya.
Surely to finish things out.
Action, and it's a Hunter's Fury from the attack to try and lay down the red carpet, and it puts one down. But Heretics a bit limited by the smoke and no presence in tree to find another angle.
1 HP.
Öl ya, ölmüyor bir de.
Early one.
Bir can ne kanka?
And that is painful. Ah,
Ben de
BBL
bayağı
feel like they got a
takıldı
little
yayın.
bit cheated out that one. Kind of
Ben de
wishing that
takıldı abi.
the owl drone tag does at least 1 damage. That would be nice, but that's not how the game works.
Oh, thinking Heretics have escaped. Who expects a 1 HP jet to
Çok şükür öldü
repeat?
ya.
Well, the Odin screams true, and BBL know that they have evacuated A. So let's go and help support B. And the teleport, Boo, will be behind this chamber. And Sociable has an op. This is not going to be easy, but he's been disgusting before. It doesn't connect on the shoulder of that Yoru. And turns and burns and just can't handle the pressure. Can't handle the heat. Speaking of heat, this Odin is insane.
Sociable had the right read. He knew where the 2 players were. He just couldn't get a single land here. Here we go. Hunter's Fury still got an in-play opportunity now, but Magnum falls.
Nice.
So Yompi needs to be able to deliver. Brings it back to 2 versus 2. Yompi's still low HP though.
Buyurcan.
That's a bit of a problem.
Damn.
Let's see how they work together here. Still paranoia online for Boo. That's the important thing. And Drone may just end up checking into B main. Doesn't
Görmedi
place
lan.
11. That's good for 11.
Just the spam could be forcing different positions out of Heretics. And Rians will be able to
Abi Riens. O vuruş.
turn.
Tamamdır ya
and
kanka.
Yampi did so much this
Saving.
round.
What the f...
He's just gonna keep the op in the hands to put it back
Oğlum o vuruş ne
to
kanka?
Sociable. And Heretics have just been unstoppable. They'll be collecting now their 5th round.
Direct entrance on the left side or backside. on
Lütfen
B.
rica ediyorum.
Didn't trust himself though.
Last time these 2 teams met on Ascent, it was 13-10 for Heretics. But they started on the defensive half, and it was 9-3, and this is looking like a similar scoreline here. Or actually, Heretics could do even better, and with Mini Boo
Bekliyorlar
kicking
abi,
things off
bekliyorlar
like
ya.
that. Yeah. Now BBL are definitely shaken.
Oğlum 9-2 ne? Ne oluyor ya?
It's been a regrettable half 11 so far, to say the least. But for Sociable, he'll deliver one finally.
İyi vurdu.
And now he has
4 ve
a
4.
tour de force as well. He'll swap his weapon over, likely give it to Yompi so they can have 2 guns. That helps the weapon situation a little bit more. Benji's still lurking in mid. And if Sociable wants to check mid
Çeyrek, hoş
again, he's
geldin.
got the rendezvous. He's going to play main now. Look at this timing. Sociable might be on for a couple.
Yeah, expecting that Sova util. Sociable can act as bait. We'll be giving another ping, and okay, can't get the first one, but he can get the duckies behind. And Heretics, it's all
Çok iyi.
Yampi to choose his angle carefully, and he's really crippled Heretics' approach, and surprises him. Knives out.
Yeter
Spike
Wood.
in hand. No support.
Tamam
One
abi.
versus
2 kanka
two.
hadi.
Çok iyi oynadın. Tam sal
Just barely get away in the paranoia.
Abartma.
Finds safety in the
4
room,
cansın,
but he's
abartma.
getting spammed through boards.
4 cansın, abartma.
4 can.
Almost gonna
Bu iş lensіз olmaz.
Is definitely fragging like one at least. And wait, through the one way, we're just walking through that. Maybe
Abi
trying to
üzerinde
act like a
şanssızlık
clone
da
out
var
of the way.
çocuğun ya.
Heretics won't fall for it.
Yine intiri.
Paranoia goes through. BBL also gonna try and profit what they can. And Woot just dashes past the thorns.
Evet.
Heretics defense in a
Anladım
5
abi.
versus 2.
Nasıl
Feeling
çarpmadı
pretty
o?
good about it.
Citizen scan coming on through. Many Boone, Benji, Fishy will get the last 2, and that is a disaster. Opportunities. Would love to see a Thrifty here to even things out. Otherwise, Team Heretics, they're walking away. Big scoreline difference.
Still trying to walk through this one way, but not getting punished this time. That's what caught Levin at the heel, who's 2-12 right now. Not to call that out, but you missed 11 from group stage, that's for sure. And Woot, he's got a judge and tree, and now could head to the front door of A. This is pretty much going to be guaranteed a kill. If BBL even encounter him.
Back over towards mid. There will be trip. A couple being placed in there, just a cam. And Rian's holding Magnum at bay, who's going to regroup with the rest of the team here. So big information time. Cam's going to spot a lot. Cam has been toggled a couple times though, so at this rate you kind of have to know that the cam is there. Drone sees everybody. That's going to call for rotations.
Now smokes are back up. BBL have 38 seconds, and with that opening, as getting pushed from Market, Sociable is that playmaker, but where's the rest of BBL to try and do something? It is just a save round, but you would have had to really pull a miracle together to try and touch Heretics in this round.
Just Just 11 left to go through, but 2 players up. And no...
Heretics map pick of Haven. Oh man, good luck. And BBL have been now pretty consistently aggressive at A main, and
Devimde böyle bir
Heretics
sikerler
won't get
modu mu var?
lucky with the first pick this time. They'll just play further back towards Hell and have Boo watch over tree.
Tilt flash'ıydı ya o.
Evet.
Yanlış mıyım?
Huge information over on the
Tilt
B
flash
side as well. That's
peek'iydi
going
o.
to allow the rotation to be made from Benji Fishy. They'll just leave the trips to cover market. Pizza at mid. Heavily stack over towards the A side, of course. It's just sociable here, and he is going to rendezvous out of the situation. So how does this develop now mid-round? This is going to be now BBL starting to make their way over
Dört
towards mid. The
aldılar
trip
abi.
has been broken already. That's going to cause some
Çok iyi.
more rotation. The sociable has stuck around and delivered himself a kill. Not quite the second, though.
Vay arkadaş ya.
Yeah, because he teleported that back, he gave the illusion of security to Heretics, who thought they had the space to push up and take one with you. Heretics, though, they just lay all the groundwork down. There isn't a big pop-off moment
Bomba
from
da düştü.
BBL unless it comes from Sociable.
Dert
And he's
abi
just
ya,
not
bunu
in
harbi
this round.
burayı titretmiş
And
ya.
Heretics, despite
Kapa
coming
ya
in with a
map'e.
bunch of saves, a bunch of sheriffs, I think, this is Heretics getting the match point.
Boom. And it's all over.
GG.
Many boo.
This is going to be a tough mountain to climb for BBL.
Double elimination değil, single.
Not in the map, but in the series. This is just the first base camp,
Abi
really.
Heretics'e karşı niye
Some
böyle
still
oluyor
very
sürekli
far
ya?
away. Let's see what we can get, though. Time to build some confidence with BBL. If you lose this map, start to get some rounds together, start to prove
Antimiz ya
you can
herifler.
take down Heretics. Get the scoreline up a little bit. Not if that happens, though.
Herif smurflü ya abi.
Tough with the weapons and stingers, like the way that Heretics just play so far back, so their
Ranked
Vandals
mı
just
oynuyor kanka bu
naturally
çocuk
gonna
şu
have
an?
an
Ne yapıyor
advantage
bu?
against the stingers. So
O kadar mesaimiz
the
var
only
ya
thing that
bu.
could be big is Profit with the Guardian going through A and just gonna try and make a
It's two
play
players,
against Woot.
Yeah, I mean,
Then the
this,
lurch gets shut down at B, so we're just gonna go to Haven here pretty soon.
yeah, this is
Kanka,
unfortunately
ölsenize.
looking a little bit like BBL are just gonna, well, I don't want to say they've given up,
Profek
but really
yap
what else
lan.
can you do here? You've just been shut down straight away, 11 on entry,
That's
gone.
one
Profek
oğlum.
will at least reply